In the cold silence beyond Mars, the cosmos witnessed something impossible. On October 29, 2025, an interstellar object named 3I Atlas reached its closest point to the Sun. And in those few critical hours, astronomers now call the perihelion paradox, it did something no natural comet should ever do. Brightened, not slightly, not gradually, but fivefold, a surge of luminosity so sudden, so violent, that telescopes across the planet briefly questioned their readings. A flash of blue fire tore across the solar wind, 5 times brighter than before. And yet, when astronomers searched for the debris that should have accompanied such brilliance, they found nothing. No dust halo, no gas cloud, no expanding coma. According to physics, a comet's light is born from loss, from its frozen surface turning to vapor as sunlight strikes it, releasing gas and dust into space. By that logic, 3I Atlas should have lost 13% of its mass in those hours. But it didn't. The mass was gone, and yet nowhere to be found. It was as if the comet had released energy without losing matter. The missing mass at Harvard, astrophysicist Avi Loeb, reanalyzed the data. If Atlas accelerated the way observations showed, it must have expelled enormous mass, unless something else was generating the thrust. A natural comet behaves like a chaotic engine, venting gas unevenly, spinning wildly, drifting through chance. But 3I Atlas was different. Its acceleration was precise, controlled, and perfectly aligned within its orbital plane. No vertical motion, no random tumbling, just 2 clean vectors, as though the object had steered itself. The signal stood at 3.7 sigma, statistically solid, far above random noise, too deliberate to dismiss as coincidence. And that was only the beginning. Spectroscopy revealed a deeper puzzle. I Atlas held far more nickel than iron, a ratio inverted from every natural object ever found in our solar system. Planets, asteroids, and comets share the same cosmic fingerprint. Iron dominates, nickel is scarce, but this traveler broke that pattern. Its composition looked engineered, a structure built from nickel alloys, the kind humanity uses in spacecraft to resist heat, radiation, and time. It carried just 4% water, far too little for a comet, and its reflected light displayed extreme negative polarization, something no other comet in history has ever shown. Every property, its light, chemistry, motion, and mass defied natural law. And so the question grew, was 3I Atlas truly a comet, or something wearing that disguise? The golden survivor, while the interstellar Atlas burned blue. Another object, C2025 K1 Atlas, made its own defiant stand, discovered just 3 weeks earlier. This comet hailed not from another star, but from our Oort cloud, the frozen edge of the solar system. On October 8th, it dived dangerously close to the Sun, so close that every model predicted annihilation. No comet should survive that descent. They melt, fragment, and vanish into vapor. But C2025 K1 did not die. It endured, and when it re-emerged from the solar glare, it had transformed. From a mountaintop in California, astrophotographer Dan Bartlett captured it on camera. What appeared was stunning. A golden comet, glowing not white or green or blue, but metallic gold. Spectral analysis confirmed the cause. It was almost empty of carbon, the element responsible for the green glow of most comets. Dicarbon, carbon monoxide, cyanide, all missing. In the entire record of astronomy, only 2 comets had ever shown such depletion. Without carbon, Sunlight scattered in a new way. Its tail shimmered like molten metal, a golden ribbon unfurling across the darkness. It shouldn't exist, and yet it does. Two comets, both named Atlas. One blue and interstellar. One gold and homegrown. Both defying everything we thought we knew. The silence from Earth's. The data grew stranger. The official channels grew silent. A federal shutdown in October 2025 froze NASA's communications. Public reports halted. No updates. No imagery. The silence was deafening. On October 31st, Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna sent a letter to NASA's acting administrator, demanding every record and image related to 3I Atlas. NASA's response: "We'll talk on November 6th. Until then, nothing." Meanwhile, the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, the agency tasked with investigating unexplained aerial phenomena, issued one short statement: 3I Atlas is a comet. And that was that. But if it's just a comet, why does it move as if guided? Why does it glow without losing mass? Why does it contain man-made metals? The data that doesn't fight as astronomers charted its orbit. A disturbing pattern appeared. Atlas entered the solar system retrograde, moving opposite the planets. Rare, but not impossible, yet its orbital plane was nearly aligned with the ecliptic, within just 5 degrees. A random interstellar object should arrive from any direction, not along the very plane our planets occupy. The odds of that alignment, 0.2%. It passed Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, and reached perihelion precisely when Earth was hidden behind the Sun, unable to observe the critical moment. If someone, or something, wanted to slip through the inner solar system undetected, this would be the perfect trajectory. Even its arrival direction carried echoes of mystery. Atlas came from the same patch of sky as the famous "wow" signal, a 72-second burst of narrowband radio energy detected in 1977, strong enough for the astronomer who found it to scrawl "wow" on the data sheet. Atlas's path intersected that very region within 9 degrees. A coincidence? Perhaps. But when coincidences pile up, they start to whisper of design. Science thrives on predictability, until the universe decides otherwise. Avi Loeb calls such moments black swan events, rare discoveries that overturn everything we thought was certain. Between July and September 2025, Atlas showed no unusual motion. Then, as it swung around the Sun, something activated. A new force began pushing it. Steady, precise, deliberate. Natural jets from sublimating ice are chaotic and uneven. But this force was constant, in plane, and perfectly timed. Its chemistry deepened the strangeness. Nickel over iron. Nickel over cyanide. 4% water. Patterns that match industry, not nature. And its light, polarized in impossible ways, added one more improbability to the list. Each anomaly alone might be explained away. Together, they form a pattern that probability can no longer hide. As the golden comet glowed and the blue one brightened, both held at magnitude 9, both discovered by the same survey network, a system designed not for discovery, but for planetary defense, they were found within months. Their perihelia, just 3 weeks apart. Their behavior, beyond all precedent. Coincidence or connection? Some scientists whisper that the two may be related. Twin messengers from different origins, one from our solar frontier, the other from the interstellar dark. Gold and blue. Two signatures of one unknown intelligence, or one cosmic coincidence that beggars belief. Between November 27th and January 27th, the International Asteroid Warning Network will aim dozens of telescopes toward 3I Atlas, they'll search for the missing 13% of its mass, the gas cloud, that physics insists must exist. If it appears, science breathes easy. If it doesn't, something fundamental must be rewritten. Meanwhile, on November 24th, C2000 20K will glide past Earth, just 37 million miles away. A faint golden thread visible to any telescope, a reminder that mystery can pass so close you could almost reach out and touch it. 2 comets, 2 enigmas, 2 chances for humanity to test the limits of its understanding. If, just if, 3I Atlas isn't a natural comet, then what is it? Picture an interstellar probe, built for endurance, not speed, forged from nickel alloys to withstand eons of radiation, equipped with low-thrust propulsion, activated near stars for course correction, carrying minimal water, not for life, but for cooling systems, following a trajectory calculated for concealment, approaching. When Earth's view is blinded by the sun, it would move exactly as Atlas does, accelerating only when necessary, silent, efficient, watching. To most scientists, this remains speculation. But even skeptics admit the data doesn't fit anywhere else. Skepticism is science's compass. But sometimes, the compass spins. If the universe presents something that doesn't fit our models, how long can we keep calling it a mistake? The coming months will decide. If spectroscopy reveals ordinary gases and water, if telescopes find the missing debris, then 3I Atlas will join the books as the strangest but natural object ever seen. But if it doesn't, then the implications stretch beyond science, into philosophy, perhaps into contact. Look up tonight, and you'll see them, 2 faint points of light tracing slow paths through eternity. One blue, one gold, both named Atlas, after the network, designed to find danger, but instead finding questions. Perhaps they are coincidence. Perhaps they are connected. Perhaps they are the first signs of awareness. Beyond our own, whatever the truth, they've already changed us. They remind us that the cosmos is not silent, only waiting. That discovery still begins with wonder, and that sometimes the universe doesn't shout. It whispers through light, through motion, through the quiet defiance of a traveler that should not exist. The golden comet draws nearer. The blue interstellar messenger rises from solar shadow. Every telescope, every scientist, every dreamer will be watching. And when the data comes in, we may learn that the universe's most powerful message was never transmitted through radio waves, but carried across the stars, disguised as a comet. 2 travelers named Atlas, 2 messengers from the unknown, and 1 question echoing across the solar wind. What if the universe has already spoken, and we are only just learning how to listen?